Guess what? I'm back in South Carolina today and checking out a few spots that had a little small village in it, and I'm finding some dump material here. I just dug this out. It's a Kerr bottle, a mason, just laying here. I see a bottom of another mason. There's a cold cream, and there are bottles in here, I can tell. So I'm going to explore around here, look around, see what else is down in this area. There were several houses back in, and there was a mill, so there might be something here worthwhile. So let me check out, see what's here, and I'll get back to you when I find something interesting. Okie doke. Good luck for me. Okay, this area might be good. There's some more milk glass, and it goes sort of deep. What's this? Oh, another. So there's two Kerrs right there. Keep this on here for a second, see what I come up with. Interesting clay piece. Seeing that the bottles are down deeper than, that looks like a milk. It's just hard digging because of these older roots, but you can see I'm coming up with glass jars right now, but that seems to be the case in many situations. There's a broken mason there. They're down here though. I'm pretty. There's more bottles. Baby jar. They're way down in the dirt. But man, Baby Jar City. What's this? More of that piece of masonry. Mason. Whoa. Pulling this stuff apart is hard. I have my shovel's in the car, but if I'm running around here looking for glass, I don't want to. There's another bottle. Man, they were having a baby food fest here. I have no idea what else. I'm just here's a bigger bottle. You can see that. Hopefully that's a milk bottle here. There's bottles that back here, and there's one there too. You can see there's glass here and there. This here, another mason jar. This is a broken can. Let's see what this. I got a scrape. What the hell was this? Looks like a mason jar, but how can I tell with all this? These vines and basic crap. This is, it looks like to me, another mason jar. Yeah, and most likely it's another Kerr. I mean, they threw Kerrs away like confetti here. And I think there's something here. The base to another. Some cans. Let me dig in and probe a little bit. There's something there. There's something there. There's glass there. There's glass here. There's glass all through this, so there's something right there. Wow, on the surface. So let me, just for the sake of showing you, here we go. Just a medicine, and this is a Listerine. Ugh. Another baby food. Okay, let me find some more stuff and I'll show it to you when I find it. So far, 3 curves. Okay, we had some different bottles down here. You can see them. They're right here, 2 together. Let's see what they are. At the bottom, I don't know. There's another one. Now we got 3. Well, that's actually just an odd-shaped bottle. Let's try to get it out. Scoop it out the best we can do. Look, there's bottles lined up. Huh. Get this one out first. This is just your standard 1930s flask. This is a pepper sauce bottle. I don't know what this one is. Have to get it out. And a baby jar. There's nothing down here. No sodas yet. There's stuff here, and I know there's stuff. I know there's stuff here. So, grabbing all the. There's some. Gosh, I hate this stuff. Can't get through it because I think I'm gonna be doing all day. This kind of stuff. There's sand. I don't know. There is bottles up in here. There's a wire, that's for sure. Some kind of wire. Typical dump stuff. Wire. I don't know what would have this been. Don't look like could have been fencing. I don't know. It's at the base of the dump here. We're hitting burned area. Another one of those baby foods. More wire. Concrete. Huh. Well, I want to keep going. Talk to you later. Okay, we're still on course. We got another dump here. You can see there's, again, the same old bottles and jars. But this might have a little bit more to it because there's seems to be a more variety of glass. The other have been panned out to where they're just turned out to be not much. They're just, this one actually has trash. There's some Cokes, wire. So let's dig in here a little bit and see what's here. There's medicine with pyro. Good old brick. They're always common. They're always there. You're going to see a brick. They're going to be, there's a can. Usually under them there's some kind of glass. There's a lot of brick here, so. But it looks like there's a lot of glass too. A lot of metal. It's all up in here. So, I'm not going to have to. It looks plastic in here. I don't know what that's doing in here. Plastic or cloth, I can't tell. Huh. I don't know what that was. Perfume jar. Looks definitely 30s to me. Damn it. I keep moving my, I'm sorry about my lousy camera work, but there's a Ridgeland again. I can never find one of those things in one piece. They're always broken. Coke products in the day, although they sold a lot of Coke, they really went cheap with the glass, and in the end their bottles were made so cheaply this looks like a soda. What kind that was? Soda's up in here somewhere. There's one right here, but of course it's broken. Man, it's a tangled mess. But there's stuff in here. I just gotta dig it out. It's at the bottom of another soda. Let me check out what this is, and if it pans out okay, I'll keep videoing. If not, I'm gonna keep going. Seems like there's a lot of trash here just getting to it. Okay, here we go. Well, you can't say that there ain't big jugs in here. Here's a big Clorox come right out of the bottom here. So there's stuff in here for sure. Stuff is surviving that big, you know. There got to be a soda or two in here. This here, an aspirin bottle. I've got a brick again. Get rid of these things. No, that's actually a flower pot, huh? Here's a can. get this thing out of here. There's a lot of... I'm down to the base right here, I believe. Because I hit my probe, only goes so far. It's all surface mostly. And so, anything that's going to come out of there, there's one of those famous polish bottles. There, if I had as many Cokes as I had those, I'd have a number of Cokes, but unfortunately, if it's broke, it's a Coke, as they say in the old days. Okay. Get her on the surface. I'm doing this dump in increments. Again with the baby jars, huh? I mean, these people had babies and they were feeding them good. What's this? The all-encompassing ketchup bottle. Yeah. If you got ketchup, you got other things in here. Here's the deep part of the dump. Maybe I should go and get my shovel and come back with this. This might go deeper than I thought. So anyway, that's what I've got so far. Let me keep going. Well, got my first Coke out of here. And it's, I don't know what it is. It looks like a patent. Look at a patent office. But it's Hendersonville, North Carolina. That's one I don't have. So I'll throw that over there. It's not the greatest Coke in the world. If it's a patent office, I'm not too impressed with it. This is a... I thought it would be a Vicks. I don't know what it is. It's just a little... And I'm sort of at the bottom. I'm not quite sure. This dump is spotty. Got a lot of wire and stuff in it, as you can see. So, if there's one Coke in here, there's got to be more. It's just finding them is a joke. Okay, one Coke, keep going. I'm at the bottom of this dump, and as you can see, we got bottles here. I don't know what kind. That's a Coke. If it's broke, it's a Coke. And I haven't found a local one yet. I found Cokes from all over else. You can see there's broken jars, the worthless kind, a big white one of those bottles from that's nice. I like that one. I'll save that. I don't know what it was, but 1930s. Another one of those. These vinegars are the major players around here. There's a lot of cans in here too. What's this right here? I don't know. Just keep going till I find something that looks good. A lot of the stuff in here is broken. I don't know what that was. Just a standard bottle. You can see what I have to deal with. a lot of wires, and this is a real typical dump. There's a big lid here. You can tell right now. It's broken. Actually, it was you could say it's a plate. It's a depression wear. You see that with the depression style flowering on it. So I'm saying here, I'm making an estimate about 1940 here. This is not as old as I thought it was going to be. I don't know why. I understand what went on here, but somehow I don't. Why did everything just appear in the 1930s and 40s and 50s, and there's nothing beyond that? There's people here for sure. Another Noxema. I think it's Noxema, I don't know. Jergens. Even worse. I don't know. Jergens came in the 30s, so let's still hope that this is still in the... We're still digging in the 30s here. There's more bottles showing right there. I haven't seen any milks, haven't seen any prescriptions. I've just seen food bottles. There's a little lid from a probably candy container. They had those lids. There's plenty of this dump around, so it's not that I'm gonna run out. What's this? One of those syrup bottles. They're cane syrup, real popular, especially if you're making barbecue. You need that stuff. There's a lot of flower pots in this section of town. There's a jar right here. What kind of jar it is? What kind of jar is this? The worst kind. The nothing kind. Okay. I'm coming with a lot of Cokes, but damn if any of them are in. This one is, that's a Ridgeland, and I don't know what year that would be. Looks like it's 51. So again, this is not promising for me in the sense where I'd be looking for. There's a broken Coke right there again, and this is definitely a post office patent, and there's a neck to it right there. It's not worth putting it together just because this would have been a nice jar, but it's not old. I don't know. Instead of me just standing here digging, you watching me do this. What's this? Hey, it's a milk bottle. Is it embossed? No. It's not embossed. It's just a plain ordinary generic milk. That's unfortunate. But that's unfortunate, but that's about the story so far around here. Put my lid. That was a milk, but I mean, what else can there be in here? Oh, and you can see it. We got a marble, a nice little. That's like a. That's a swirl. That's nice. Almost looks like an onion skin. You see it's clear base and has a little swirl. It's a mini too. It's a little baby. That's cool. Put that in my pocket. So we're in the marbles here and little jars. Let me shut you off, and if I get into another big group of stuff, I'll let you know. Well, if you can see that, coming up with another marble. This is a cool one. It's got a little bit of rust on it, and there is a mark. I think this is not a ding. This is like a, what they call a dimple for, it might have been handmade, although it does have a few nicks in it, but it's a cool marble. It's clear base marble, a clear base marble with some yellow in it. It's a cool looking marble, isn't it? Look at that. Pretty nice marble for a beat up little marble. That's 2 for me today. So I'm on the board with marbles. Now, if you don't know, when you find a bottle like this, what it is, you're lucky to have a label. Now, the label says, looks like Phillips solution. What else it says, I don't know. You might read it better than I can. Something about Roman, I don't know. But this is probably antiseptic of some sort. I'd say the way the top looks, it's probably 1940s. Yeah, I can't really tell. This is... who knows? Phillips or something. Yeah, that is the Phillips. Let's just dig a little bit here. We're in something that's producing here, at least, bottles. And it goes down to about there, the very bottom. It's on a hill, so as we venture further down the hill, the probably layers will get a little thicker. And but unfortunately, it's not getting any more interesting. There's just, I found a few sodas, so they're in here, and all the, oh well, look at that. We don't want to hurt him. This here is a little ring neck snake. They're totally harmless. You can see, poor little guy. He's falling around. I'm gonna put him down into this stuff, and then he can find his way. Get back that way. Go that way. Go that way. There. Little ringneck, they're common. I used to find them all the time down in Florida. They don't bite, they live on small insects and things of that nature. Where usually you find one, you find more than one. They're usually in a group. Snakes are what's always around, it seems. I don't know why, but they just seem to be following me. Not that I wanna. I hate disturbing them. This is their land, really. It might not have been originally, but now it is. And I'm sort of intruding. But I'm looking for bottles, man, not for snakes. So that was a little bit of excitement here. A little ring neck. Everything else here looks sort of burned, really. This is weird. Did they burn this stuff? I'm going to keep going, so I'll keep you in touch. I'll tell you what I'm up against here. You can't actually see this, but you can see there's a soda right here. And I'll get it out. And one of those big old ass honkin' Canada Dries. That's a big bottle. And it's probably, I don't know, probably 1940s. But it's in here. Now, why couldn't I find a Coke that big and in that nice condition? I don't know. Apparently they're down in here, or something like that is down here. Behind this root. So there you have a Canada Dry. I don't know, that's nothing I'm going to keep, but it's interesting. I don't know, it looks like a, let's see, I can tell the date. I can't tell the date. Looks like a 53. That's not too good as far as I'm concerned. 50s dumps tend to be boring dumps. Unless I come up with a Coke, I might just leave this go. I got a lot more to go in this area, so okay, that was just that. Keep going, see what I find. Another dump, another sort of disappointment. More of the same. Got a glass, don't need that. Of course, we got the fabulous vinegar bottles. These are all in the ground, but not that I want to dig them out. There's a pile of glass over here. You can see it's all about the same period. There's nothing really fabulous here. I don't see anything like what I'm looking for. So, yep. So let's keep going and find something better. This might be my last thing for the day. I'm burning out. Oh, there's a little metal cup. I'll take that. That's cool. And I'm going to keep going. Talk to you later. Okay, I'm going to have a short talk about what I found yesterday. Looking for at dumps and bottles. I went around a place that I thought would have been overlooked by people, but I don't think it was. I think a lot of it was probably messed up by construction or woods development. I don't know, but it wasn't a lot of stuff I would have expected to find. But I did find some things, and I'll show you what little I found keepable. As you know, as I've mentioned before, I'm not very keen on collecting bottles, especially those that are not old or interesting. Common things that are machine made were never really one of my favorite collecting points. But now that I'm in an area where I don't have much of an opportunity to find anything else, what I'm going to do is talk about the little bit I have found. Let's start out with, way long time ago, I had found this decanter in a fairly late dump. People find these stoppers and they think they found a bottle, but the plastic that was attached to this as the cork, when it's missing, you can, because they're hollow, you can mistake these for bottles, but these are the stoppers to these very ornate, mass-produced whiskey decanters that usually are put out by companies like Brook Brothers or uh, big company like Wilson. They put out these usually on holidays. They were special occasion. People kept them as bar bottles, and then eventually they were just thrown out. This one is before 1964 because it has a federal law mark, and it's a Thatcher glass, as you might think. And I think the date on this one is also obvious. I think it says, real quick, look at that. And I think it says, and you can see it, in 1962. And I would not doubt that that is the date. The next bottle is another common Kerr. I just picked this up because I put notions in it. You know, marbles, toys, knickknacks that I pick up here and there, broken doll parts, and I have usually a nice cap. If I can find a zinc lid, I'll put that on. Kerr was a common, very large canning jar company, glass producer. They produced a lot of canning and food jars, especially in the late 30s to the mid 50s and 60s. And I think they're still around in a form, but nothing special. It's just a Kerr. It's a small one though, so it's a fruit jar instead of a regular canning vegetable jar. Now, the soda bottle here is toasted as far as the pyro is concerned, but it's Jordan, and I never heard of this soda before. And I looked up what I could on it, but apparently it's a see the ghost lettering on there. If you can read the ghost lettering, you could see that it's from a small town called Allendale and another small town called Lawrence. So, and these are one's in North Carolina and one's in South Carolina. So they had a big distribution, this company. They put out, I guess, a number of different flavors. This doesn't state what it is exactly. It just says that it is a Jordan Beverage Company. And unfortunately, there's no embossing, just this very poor ACL. I'm sorry. Now, these are common. You see these all the time. I found this laying on the ground. It's 1940s version of a Phillips Milk and Magnesia. Hadn't been opened for 75 years, so the stuff's still in there. But it's a nice shaped bottle, so I just picked it up. It was a surface find. This was dug out. I don't know what this is. It's the company that made it is Atlas. So I think it's an Atlas. Or Hawking Atlas. Yeah, Hawking. That's it. Yeah, Hawking Atlas. That's a nice little sab jar, I would assume. And I also picked up this tin cup. What it actually was used for, it could anybody's guess, but it was in good shape, being metal. I'm surprised about that. I thought that was just another interesting surface find. And the two Coca-Colas, of course, I'm always looking for small town Cokes, and this is Lawrence Glass Company made this one, and it's Henderson, North Carolina. This is a big town. The date on this, by the way, is and it's interesting. You would see that it looks like it is a 19. It looks like a 19 62. Now, why I'm saying I'm reading it on the right side is because this is a patent office, not a D patent, just a patent office after 1958, and I know that, so that 64 had to be the number, and it wouldn't have been a 53. This one, on the other hand, is a D-Pat, 38 to 48, and you can see that clearly right there. I was on the right side. There it is, good old D-Pat. Now under that, you'll see that it is another local big city, Savannah, so it's not really that rare of a bottle at all. And the date here does have the C for the Coke Company, and it is 41. So this one is a genuine D-Pat 1941, and this particular Coke is very common. So there you have it, my little sojourn out there. I got a few other spots I'm going to check out in the area. Hopefully I'll come up with some other interesting bottles beside these plain ones, and I might even find something older. I keep saying that, and I keep hoping. And not everybody moved to South Carolina and the Low Country and the the coastal empire in 1948. There's got to be something older than that out there. There you go. Have a good day.